Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is a tarot reading for serious tarot readers in these very historic, serious times. This is not the kind of reading where there's going to be lollipops and rainbows and unicorns and stuff. Don't do that. No, a lot of people who do tarot do this, or they'll tell you what's happening with their neighbors or what the weather is outside or whatever. We don't do that. We focus. The most important power any human being has is their ability to manifest. Yeah, your imagination, creating pictures in your head, not from some damn AI or computer or smartphone. Forget that. The thing that still gives us the edge on robots is the fact that we can imagine. We can literally shape our future with our thoughts. Computers, robots aren't there yet. Will they be? Who knows? We'll see. With all that's been going on over the past several years, several decades, and even beyond, they make you believe stuff that's not true. So I'm going to put artificial intelligence in that same group. The way I see it, and it's not that it's not capable of really screwing things up, because it already has. It's shown some rather interesting but disturbing traits. It's a cluster blank. For those people who know the term cluster blank, you know what I'm talking about. What I think they're doing is gathering all this data, adjusting the algorithms, and they want to get to a point where you believe that a computer, a robot, is as good as you are. Now, physically, they're better, okay? They're more flexible, they're faster, they're easier to fix. They got it. But in terms of your imagination, we still have the power. We're not using it, which is the reason why they put all these things out there, all the fires, all the disasters, all the wars, all the pandemics, all the whatever. It doesn't make any difference. They want to keep you distracted, because the one thing that you need to have in order to manifest properly is focus. You have to be able to, in your mind, see, hear, feel, taste. I mean, you have to have the whole experience in your head. It doesn't mean that you dwell on it, but it means that you, for a moment, create this scene that resonates throughout your body. At that point, you can kind of leave it behind. You certainly don't want to push it, and it will manifest. The energy is put out there. That's the tricky part. And very often we're tremendously good at producing the negative. Oh, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. Oh, man, if that happened, it'd be the worst. Well, you have all of the basic requirements. You're picturing the thing. You're seeing it. You're feeling it. You're hearing it. You're tasting it. Guess what you're going to get? So it is tricky to adjust that energy. But after doing tarot for over 20 years, astrology, numerology for over 50, I've come to the conclusion that astrology, numerology is the science of cycles. If you know the cycles, you can kind of figure out what's going on. In fact, with a high degree of specificity and accuracy, you get astrology, numerology, you can talk about somebody's life, which is the reason why I have come to believe in fate. Okay? Take a look at any person who's wealthy. They had a lucky break or two or three in their lives. They met the right people, were raised by the right parents in the right situation, and things kind of fell into place. Like, for example, take Bill Gates. He never designed or did anything. His mother and father were very well connected in big-time business. He got some special consideration from the man who ran at the time IBM. At that time, decades ago, that was the biggest computing source in the world. And what he did with those leads is he found a guy who had a program. He bought the program from the guy for $50,000 and then had somebody else kind of fine tune, and that was Microsoft Windows. He didn't design a damn thing, didn't do anything with it. He just had the money. And then he has the soul of a thief. He's just been selling and reselling and lying and deceiving, manipulating. That's it. So I believe in, and it doesn't make any difference. You do the same thing with Steve Jobs. You can do the same thing. Pick anybody. Elon Musk, his father owned diamond mines, ruby mines, emerald mines. He came from rich. It's always a break. One or two key things and your life opens up. You didn't do anything. It was your destiny. Now, however, with tarot, it is the science of potential. In other words, you're getting this frequency. Getting the frequency from the reading here. If it resonates with you, that is your signal to do something. Because again, it's potential. If you don't do anything with it, then there's nothing that's going to happen. It's not like astrology, numerology. You have the chance, you make the connection, and then you choose. You decide yes or no. The astrology or numerology, either one of the two would probably tell me which way you would go on the decision, but nevertheless, that's the deal. We're not all meant to be rich. We're not all meant to be good looking. We're not all meant to be famous. We're not all meant to be lawyers. We're not all meant to be doctors or sports people. A bunch of, it's like a porridge. And your situation here, your time here on the planet may be very quiet, very humble, but just as profound on a cosmic level, if you want to use the term. So there is tremendous power and potential in your resonating with this energy signature in the reading. Now, in any reading, I don't care if it's astrology, numerology, tarot, whatever, I have determined after doing this for several decades that you get about 90% of the people who are listening to it, they don't resonate. I mean, they get some interesting information, some insights, some encouragement, whatever, but it doesn't really resonate with them. Only about 10%. If you're part of that 10%, go like hell. This is your chance. If you're not, we got readings tomorrow, next week, next month. I do a reading every day, brand new reading every day. Eventually, you and the frequency are going to match up. When you do, there's your signal. Green light, go like hell, friend. So let's get to today's. We got the 5 cards lined up here. In the middle is the Oracle card. It sets the mood for the reading. And it says, go the distance. Go the distance. I would say that may be one of the most difficult things human beings do or can do. Because we get so distracted, we get so disappointed, we get so disillusioned. It's just go, oh, what the hell, who cares? It wasn't supposed to happen anyway. And yet right at that moment, you may be on the verge of achieving your goal, whatever that was. But you gave up too soon, too soon. So this is really a commitment to yourself. It's the full Monty. You're going to go all the way. Doesn't make any difference. Some area of your life you need to be devoted to. Come hell or high water, doesn't make any difference. You're going to stay till the end. Even if it's the bitter end, doesn't make any difference. You made the commitment to go the distance. Number up in the upper right is 47. 4 stability. 7. 7 has kind of a intellectual or spiritual quality to it. It's not a physical kind of thing. It's a thought or feeling sort of a thing. And the 4 and 7 together equal 11. Now, an 11 could easily be broken down to a 2, which is decision, but when it's an 11, it's a master number. So you will be given, if you're not already facing, the opportunity to make a major decision, because it's a master number, 11. To make a major decision on some part of your life where you need to be absolutely, unequivocally, fully committed. Here's the meme for today. Nothing is more empowering than facing the fear that controls you. Woo, 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 woo. Absolutely. Remember, we're talking about tarot being potential, the signs of potential. That meme hit it. Nothing is more empowering than facing the fear that controls you. Some area of your life needs absolute commitment. The end result is not as important as your commitment to the thing or person, place, whatever. Your commitment. Face the fear. Let's get to the reading. So we begin with the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles are things that we value. Now, in our world, we value cars, and homes, and money, and all the shit that actually tears us away from ourselves. But that's the game. You are playing the Monopoly game of the puppet masters. They set the value of the money. They tell you whether or not you get a chance to go around the board to collect your $200. They tell you what's open to you, what's not open to you, and as the game goes on, less and less is open to you. There are another set of values. How about joy? How about peace? Would you like some peace in your life? I bet you do. How about friendship, love? How about this, getting more time in your life? That's priceless. That's absolutely priceless, because I don't care who the hell you are, you don't get more time. Your time's up, you're up, that's it. Those are the real values. Honor the time that you have. Honor the people that you have in your life. Honor the situations that you have in life, because they only come around once. They may stick around for a while, but nothing stays the same. Even if you find the love of your life, yeah, there's that connection, but that changes over time as well. Change is constant. This moment is special. That should be one of your core values. And that's what the Queen is talking about. But you got to make a decision. The next card, Two of Swords. Probably it's a decision in terms of what will you be willing to go the distance on. And that would depend on your value system. What do you think is important? So do you think it's important to exchange money? People work 40, 60, 80, 100 hours a week. They never get that time back. Never going to get it back. So I hope that you had one hell of a great time. It connected with your soul, your spirit. You had a cosmic orgasm, because you're not getting that time back. And I know a lot of people, I'm an old guy, a lot of people who say, Jesus, I worked too hard. I missed my kids growing up. Man, I missed that. The relationship between my wife and I changed and went in a direction that wasn't really satisfying. If I had more time with her, more time with my kids, more time with my family, life would have meant more. And in fact, they even surveyed people who were in their 80s and 90s on their deathbed. None of them talked about making more money. Talked about the friends, family, their favorite place in the world. Boy, I'd love to vacation there. All these things that had nothing to do with material. So we move on. In reverse, it's the Devil card. The devil is always, 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 always within us. Yes, I know we point the other finger, and yes, I know there are puppet masters who are devilish. If there were any, these people should face some cosmic retribution big time. But their evilness somehow connects with the insecurity within you. Remember, we talked about nothing is more empowering than facing the fear that controls you. That's the whole game. Fear, fear, fear. And they play the card and play the card and play the card, and we fall for it every time. That's the devil within us. That's the devil within us. That's where you got to make the commitment. Go the distance. Full Monty. Don't stop. I don't give a damn about my fear. My fear, what's the worst that could happen? You die. Okay. You're going to die anyway. So you might as well go out in a blaze of spirituality. The point of the matter is the fear is a product of our imagination. It's their programming us, and they win every time. And you see what kind of world we have because of it. In the end, we have the Emperor card. You have to be your own boss. You have to be your own belief system. You have to get behind yourself. You got to be the authority figure in your life. You need to restructure your life, reprioritize your life. Take responsibility for your life because it's your life. But you got to be willing to go the distance. Full Monty. Nothing is more empowering than facing the fear that controls you. Face it. Face the music. That's the tarot reading for today. Back in tomorrow with another tarot reading. Between now and the next time you and I do this together, peace and blessings.